anyways, this is a program, this is a business planning workshop template that members that attend a business planning workshop, obviously we fill all this pre-season stuff out. And then this is an example of a company that has filled theirs out. So they got their departments, they basically filled in their revenue build and their department information. And then after they build all of that, just to give you an idea, I just click over here one of the departments, and I'll just talk about the HVAC one for right now. They put in their hourly rate and calls per day and the margin they're looking for on the material as well. And then they put in their percentage of labor and their percentage of material, what it's going to look like, to come up with what the gross profit is going to come from this department. Okay, so this is a department-specific incentive plan. Also, we'll share with you an operations manager's plan where it's for the whole company, not just for one department. But first, we'll talk about this department manager bonus. So anyways, each month they have a target of gross margin to hit down here, as you can see. And each department is contributing to the net profit by hitting their gross profit, because you can't get net profit until you hit the gross profit, right? So based off of the amount of gross profit that they are delivering, they're going to still, if a company's looking for 14% net profit, each department has to provide 14% net profit. And to show you how we do that is come over here to the company tab, okay, and so this is all consolidated right here. Let me just stretch out a column here to show you, kind of scrunched up, but anyways, they stretch out. So anyway, so this company's monthly revenue is going to be this, and then here's their gross profit is going to be this. Well, you can see that, of that company's gross profit of $652, this one department of the service department is only going to supply $5,800, where this department here is going to supply $166,000, okay, for their sewer department, and so on. So each department has so much gross profit that they're going to actually contribute to the company. And so each manager has their own gross profit based targets to hit, which if this department drives in the 58,990, then that's equivalent to saying that they've contributed enough to hit the net profit, their contribution of net profit for 12.3%. And then each month has their own different net profit because it's a seasonalized budget and cost, sales go up in some months and come down in other months, and costs are associated with it as well. So anyways, let's just scroll over here to where the plan is. Just wanted to show you the thought process of how, the structure of this program and then how we come up with this. So right here is the gross profit targets for January through, and I'll squeeze this down so you can see the whole thing across. No, I'm not going to squeeze it down, too damn hard to see. Okay, but anyways, it just scrolls across. It goes all the way to December. Okay, so each month has a target. And so what this company has done is, what we'll do here is after the month is done, we'll put in the actual gross profit that this department delivered. And we'll be able to tell that because this is where they're actually putting in their information. Let's just take January, and this is the last year's program by a member. Happens to be my brother, but anyway, so this department here, that's plumbing service, HVAC service. So basically they hit 21,000 in gross margin. Well, that's a far cry from the 5890 that he needed, right? So they missed quite a bit on that. So in this month, if I would give, as we fill this out, we put in the 21 something, 2190, I think is what it was. I don't know what it was, but it's 21 something. So basically, this department would have caused the company to lose 15.9% by only bringing in that amount of gross profit. Okay, so this department under-delivered in that month. Now, if this department would have delivered the target of 5890.03, then they would have delivered the 12.3% net profit that we were looking for in this month. All right, so based off of that, at the $21,000 that they basically delivered, there is no bonus that is going to be paid out. Matter of fact, he's got to pay back the accumulative annual bonus if he has a good month next month. But I'll get into that in a minute. So talk about how we set up the structure of this. Decided to pay 5% of this department's net profit. This manager has a potential to earn 5% of the net profit, all of the net profit, everything above zero, everything above break even. So if there's $1, he gets 5 cents. Okay? So, and he gets that split out in 2 ways. 50% of that bonus is going to be paid in the month. Now that bonus will not be ever clawed back, but the other 50% is going to be put into a pool that is going to be a cumulative annual bonus, and that's what he'll get at the end of the year. So in the case of this past month, this is a year ago, so basically he lost 16%. So he's short this much money in his pool now, so he has to have a good month to pay that back. So let's just say in February he hits 44,000. I mean, they're looking to hit 14.7 in net profit, and if he does 44,000, he delivered 14.5. So he earned 5% of that net profit. So 5% would have represented the 725. That would have been potential bonus to him. So he gets 50% of that in this month, and he gets to carry the other 50% over. Well, what's happened here is we've paid back. So now this is what he's carrying forward. He's no longer in the whole 536, but he's taking this 360, 350 to build it back. So, and the reason we do this is to make sure that a guy doesn't just go out and do gangbusters and slam a job one month and then, shit the bed the next month, let's say. Okay, excuse my French, but try to get visual. Anyways, as we go across here now, now he gets another bonus. So company was looking for 21.6. He delivered enough gross profit to hit 20.6. If he would have delivered 35,000 in gross profit, then the company would have made 13.4. He still gets 5% of what 13.4 would have looked like for that department, and he splits it up that way. Okay, and if he goes to 28,000, I'm just scaling this down. Even if he makes 6%, he's still going to get 5% of that 6% that he created. Okay, now the numbers are smaller as that happens, but it's a bonus the same. And now he's only $19 in the hole for his annual. Okay, and so then April comes along and he just has a fabulous month and he ends up with $65,000 in gross margin. Instead of making 19% net profit, he made 37.7. So he got half of that bonus. The other half is going to be carried back minus the 19. That's why it's 961 instead of 981. Right? So now he's in bonus for the year. So now he has to keep his head above water for this to happen. And so at the end of the year, he'll end up with whatever this number is. Okay? So we can show him what they're on track to doing, and we can pay them a partial of this on a monthly bonus. It's a nice program. My brother Bob's been testing this for about 4 years now, and we rolled it out this year to the members. We always test everything to make sure that we've got the bugs worked out of it. And the bugs are worked out of this. So this works out for a department manager. Now, I'll cut over here now to like the operations manager. So Trevor's his operations manager. And, his salary's, let's say $50,000. I have no idea what his salary is. I just set this up. But let's say it's $50,000. And they want that manager to make a 33% of his salary in bonus. Or you could make it 100% of his salary in bonus. You can make another $50,000. whatever you want to do, you can do whatever you want to do here. You can, the white boxes, as I come back over here, the white boxes are what you fill in. Everything else is a formula, okay? So this is set up. Now Bob has decided that he's going to share profit. He's going to keep the first 5% of profit, and we had this discussion the other day. So that's, you know, if he makes 3% profit, there's nothing to share. If he makes 5% profit, there's nothing to share. If he makes 6% profit, Bob keeps the first 5, and so there's 1%. We're saying it the way that you said it the other day, it's 5% of sales. Same thing, okay? I'm just used to saying it this way, so I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Anyway, so Bob keeps the first 5 and then shares everything over the 5% profit. And so he can bonus, once we hit, this operations manager can bonus if the company's making at least 5% profit. He has to make more than 5% profit for him to get anything. So let's just put this back here at 33%. So that means in January, this company basically hit profit of, this is the actual net profit from the variance report. So the net profit, that comes over here as net profit, 143,134 is what we're looking for in the net profit here. And so they exceeded that, okay? So now he's able to bonus from that, okay? Ouch, sorry. So the minimum net profit would have been at 5%, would have been 58,000. So he ended up with a monthly total bonus here of this, and then he gets 50% every month, and then he gets the same thing, 50% that is accumulative at the end of the year. So he can earn 33%. At the end of the month, at the end of the year, he can earn $16,500. Now, if it went like this right now, he would have this basically making about $9,800. But this is not filled out completely yet. Okay, so I wanted to show you how that's done. So if you want to have a minimum of 9% before you share, you can do that. Okay, if you want to share from above 0, which I would not recommend, I say 5%. The first 5% profit stays to you. In other words, 5% of sales in your mind. In my mind too, I get it. It's just a different way of saying it. But the first 5% of profit stays into the company because of accounts receivable. You know, sometimes we don't get the cash for it. And I don't know your business that well, don't know how much accounts receivable you have. So that may have to raise if your accounts receivable is a higher percentage of your sales. We want to make sure that we're not giving cash away that we don't have. We want to make sure we're collecting that. Plus, this operations manager, his job is to make sure that we're going to be collecting our money as well. So it behooves him to bring in the accounts receivable that's under that. Because we actually, in this program here, it's an unwritten rule on this program. Anything over 90 days is not counted as taken off of profit. So any accounts receivable that has hit the 90-day mark is taking off of what the profit ended up being. So it actually hurts this guy if he has anything stringing out there 90 days. Okay, I hope that helps. If you'd like to give me a call, I'm going to take a look at my schedule tomorrow, see what I look like. My schedule coming up here, let's see real quick. I got some time, today's Tuesday, so I got some time tomorrow afternoon, and I got some time Wednesday afternoon, and I got a little bit of time. I leave my first hour in the morning open for the most part, just to try to get everything caught up, and then I fill in calls from there. So anyways, look forward to talking with you, Mark. If you got any questions at all, give me a holler. I'll shoot this over to you. I'm going to put this on my YouTube account, so I'll send you a YouTube link. All right, thanks.